Welcome to CivilNet. My guests today are the board members and the head organizers of the European Youth Parliament Armenia, Rima Sargsyan and Areg Kochinyan. Welcome to CivilNet.
Thank you.
Rima, this is it's a very interesting, exciting project, European Youth Parliament Armenia. Tell me, when did it start and what is the objective of the Youth Parliament?
European Youth Parliament, in general, was founded in France in 1987. It was just a small school project organized by a teacher who wanted to help his pupils to learn new things and get new skills. And later on, it started to grow and it opened its branches throughout Europe. And it was in December 2012 that a couple of enthusiastic young people in Armenia decided to open the branch of European Youth Parliament here. Almost 2 years ago, the project launched in Armenia. And the main aim of this is to promote the active citizenship among the young people in Armenia and to create a platform where they can express their opinions and where they will have a chance to talk about the topics that are of utmost concern to them. So it's basically a great opportunity for them to not only share their opinions but also have a chance to have their own impact on the policy making later on.
Areg, November 14th to the 18th there will be a forum taking place in Armenia that you are organizing, and I'm sure you're very busy these days organizing it.
Pretty much.
So talk to me about the format. Is it part of the global sort of EYP, or is it specifically for Armenians?
Well, first of all, let me introduce you what is EYP nowadays. It is a really large-scale project, international project that is working in nearly 42 countries. And Armenia is just one of them. While being created just 2 years ago, EYP Armenia nowadays is one of the top 3 biggest members of this organization. So together with France and Sweden, we are one of the strongest national committees in these 42 countries.
Let me just interrupt. So you have memberships? I mean, young people can come to EYP Armenia and say that.
How you can be a part of what are we doing? You can be a member or an alumni of EYP Armenia. You can be a member, which is basically you're becoming a member of an NGO if you're becoming a member of European Youth Parliament. Otherwise, you can just take part in one of our projects. Those can be our forums or our little bit more smaller projects. And after that, you will be our alumni. So in the upcoming weekend, from the 14th to 18th November, there will be one of our forums, the 3rd Youth Forum in Armenia. And there will be 30 countries participating in this forum during 5 days. The greatest thing in our forum is that it's not only educational, it's not only academical. There is a huge cultural experience, there is a huge cultural exchange experience. I mean, there is a Euro Village or there is a Euro concert. What is Euro Village? All the participating countries are introducing their national culture, their cuisine, their national costumes during the evening. Or during the Euro concert, all the participating countries are singing, the delegates are singing, dancing, introducing their non-material culture. So it's not only about academic and it's not only about education, but it's also about network. First of all, this is a really huge network for
something that is so important in today's world, isn't it?
Yeah. That is really important for our for the youngsters in Armenia because there is not that much intercultural experience and intercultural and international relationship in Armenia for the youngsters. And second of all, this is intercultural exchange.
Yeah, because we live in a society that's very monolithic, 95% Armenian, so we don't have a lot of interaction with other cultures, so this is a great opportunity. Rima, how many members does EYP Armenia have now?
Right now, let me just mention that we just finished the membership recruitment of the years 2014 up to 2015. So currently we have more than 250 members in Armenia. Yeah, they're pretty young people, not only from those studying in the universities or higher educational institutions, but also high school students who are on their first steps to enter the new life of conferences, projects, and etc. Membership criteria in Armenia is pretty important because becoming a member, you like open a door for large opportunities for you. So you are getting the chance to take part in EYP Armenia sessions, you are getting the chance to take part in EYP international sessions, and you are also getting the chance to represent EYP Armenia in the trainings, conferences and projects organized worldwide. So it's basically a door to the world which we give to the young people, and we hope that they'll do everything to take this opportunity and not lose it.
Yeah. As I already mentioned, there are 42 other national committees throughout Europe, and imagine all these countries, in all these countries, the national committees of them are organizing events, minimum 3 per year, and imagine how many events there are during the year. I mean, there are even years when there are more events than there are days during the year. But you can participate in those events and you can represent EYP Armenia only if you are the member of EYP Armenia.
Right, so what kind of countries have you visited? What kind of events have you participated in? Not yourselves personally necessarily, but some of your members.
Just during this year, we have already sent delegations to Ireland, to Spain, to Greece, to Romania, to France, to Latvia, Ukraine, where else?
The year before we had Georgia, Switzerland.
Georgia, Switzerland, Germany. So
it's pretty impressive, yeah.
Yep.
There are certain quota for each national committee, and the more active you are, the more members you can send to those international sessions. So if we started with the opportunity, the chance to send only 2 or 3 delegates to those international sessions. Now we are given the right to send from 7 to 10 delegates to those international sessions.
So the more active are the youngsters,
right.
The more active is the EYP Armenia, the more quota we have to send to abroad.
You know, sharing experiences is also very important. It's really great that you have 250 members today. You might expand, hopefully. And they go and they take part in different forums and activities. They learn a lot of things about not only culture, but about civic activism, I'm assuming, about civic responsibility. When they come back to Armenia, how are you then able to share that knowledge and information not only with your members, but do you work with schools, or do you go to the regions, or is everything sort of located in Yerevan?
So first of all, during these 2 years, we were trying to create the basics of our organization in Armenia. We didn't have enough time, or we didn't manage to expand to the region.
Yeah, 2 years is a short time,
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
And you have mentioned that we have 300 members, as Rima already said, but we have nearly 1,000 alumni. So the number of youngsters we're working with is pretty impressive. And the point about going to the regions is our upcoming mission. So during this year and during upcoming year, the top one mission for us would be the exchange and the growth to the regions of Armenia.
It's not just an idea, it's already getting material, so we are already
undertaking certain organizing steps. Those events.
Okay, so a natural question comes to my mind is that how do you finance this? Do you get through grants?
That's pretty good, pretty good question.
That's the toughest part, isn't it?
And I would like to clearly highlight that we don't have any funds, that we don't have any donors in Europe or in Armenia. We don't have any organization standing behind us. This is a pure young youth for youth organization, and we have our finances and our resources from the membership fees of the members of our organization. So we don't have any partners or any
Because you don't want to have partners?
Because we don't want to, because we think that our independence is the key of our success, and because we think that Armenian youngster needs someone who would be totally free from everyone in Armenia or outside Armenia, who will not do any kind of lobbying or something, and would care only about youngsters.
Okay, I'm smiling because that's really, really ambitious and a great challenge to overcome. I can't imagine how you can afford to do that by just collecting memberships.
It's like the main annual budget is collected from the membership fees, but we have several forums and several events during the year, and those events are financed mainly during the local fundraising, which is dealing with the private enterprises and private business representatives.
For example, when I was younger, we used to do car washes or bake sales and to raise money for initiatives that we wanted to do. So what kind of local fundraising do you do?
No, currently it's mainly based on the private enterprises and private business relationships, so it's basically benefit for benefit cooperation with those private enterprises. So they sponsor us in certain terms. They may become our in-kind partner, in-kind sponsors, and
like providing a venue for
providing
you, for
a venue for us. Yeah.
There are a lot of businessmen in Armenia that have civil society that have
corporate social responsibility.
Yeah, social responsibility.
So it does exist.
It does. One of them is, for example, the Elite Plaza, which is giving us our venue for this event because they feel themselves part of civil society and because they want to help us.
And there's a certain tendency in Armenia that those local businesses try to get engaged in youth activities and youth forums and projects. It's like a good plus for them and an advantage for them in those market relationships.
Another benefit we're bringing to Armenia is this civil society responsibility, social responsibility feeling in the business atmosphere.
Well, I must say, leave it to the young people to teach our generation how to move forward, how to make progress. So thank you so much for coming and talking to us about your initiative. All the best of luck.
Thank you for inviting us.
I'm sure you'll be tasting a lot of great food from all the different countries who are participating.
We're looking forward to it.
And learning a lot and exchanging all that knowledge and information. So
you're more than welcome to join us during those cultural events.
We would love to. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'd like to remind our viewers that my guests were the board members and head organizers of the European Youth Forum in Armenia, Rima Sargsyan and Areg Kochinyan. Stay with CivilNet.